So we're just heading out to do chores as usual. I got my little buddy with me today doing chores. She's been staying in the house a lot when it's cold because she doesn't like to come out, and I don't blame her. I think chores are going to go a lot faster since I got my little helper out here today.
I'm going to stand here and wait till chickens come out there. I'm going to throw soot rain at them.
Okay.
I'm accidentally hitting some.
Yesterday afternoon was a beautiful afternoon. It was kind of warm out. There wasn't a breeze or anything, and so Miley and I took advantage of it, and we came out to the garden and we did some work out here, which I'll show you here in a little while. Hey guys, you're looking so cute. Your fur's all growing out. You guys are cold. Now, if you step on that, you're going to sink and get your shoe all wet.
This is how I'm breaking it.
Okay.
I'm trying not to get to the top of it because it goes through my boot. Is it frozen?
It is frozen. I still haven't gotten the de-icer plugged in yet. George did go a lot faster with the help. So now we've decided we are going to go in the house, and what are we going to do?
Have bacon and eggs.
Have bacon and eggs and toast.
But I want the eggs and the bacon together because I don't like them plain.
I want some scrambled eggs with bacon.
Scrambled eggs, I didn't have some extra bacon.
So that's what we're going to get ready to do.
Look at bacon right next to me, and I don't realize they're right next to me, and it kind of scares me.
Yeah.
It makes me jump.
They are kind of weird when it comes to Miley. They just follow her around. We don't know if they've got good intentions or bad intentions, but
Creepy.
it is kind of.
Yeah! That's great!
So we got the bacon.
It is so great!
And we're going to head in the house and get some brunch. And then we're going to put a Christmas movie in and clean house. So coming up next is what all we did yesterday in the garden. Today I really should be running to town and doing some errands that I need to do. But with this lovely, beautiful day that we're having, I couldn't resist coming out and working in the garden. I figure the errands can wait till another day. So today I decided to come out here and spread some mulch around the garden. I'm attempting to do the deep layer mulch method, which is basically like the Ruth Stout method of gardening, where you make a nice deep layer of mulch and you let it decompose and break down, and then you just move the mulch aside and plant your seeds, and then as they come up you put the mulch back over it again, and then that way it eliminates the weeding, the tilling, and all of that kind of stuff. I figured with a garden as large as we have that, that method might be a good one for me because I just can't keep up with working it and keeping the weeds down and all of that. And so the last several years I've been trying to do that method, and I've been kind of struggling with it. And believe me, the struggle has been real. But I'm going to keep at it for a couple more years and see if I can get it kind of under control and kind of see if it'll work. Last spring I started doing it, which was kind of the bad time to do it because I was spreading my mulch when I really needed to be planting seeds, and the combination of the two really didn't work so great. But since I've had a layer of mulch on the garden for one season, I figured it'd be a great time to get out here right now and go ahead and spread some more layers of mulch down, and that way they will have time to break down by spring. So anyway, the other evening we went to town and we drove through the park to look at the Christmas lights, and Dylan called. He was in a separate vehicle than what we were. We were kind of like caravanning through the park because we had all the family with us and everything. And anyway, we went out of the park, and Dylan called me and he told me that he drove by a house that had a bunch of bags of leaves in the yard, and he told me that maybe we could stop in there sometime and see if they wanted to get rid of them. And I got excited. I was like, oh man, that would be great, because I've been looking for leaves. You know, I can rake up the few around here, but we don't just have enormous piles and piles of leaves. So anyway, he decided to go ahead and stop in there and ask him if he could have the leaves, and it was after dark, and so he goes up to the house and he knocks on the door. And this lady opens up the door, and she had the deadbolt lock on, and she just peeked through the crack, and she's like, yes. And he said he was just wondering if he could possibly have the bags of leaves out there. And she's like, yes, just take whatever you want. And then she just shut the door before he could even respond. So I think she was just a little bit creeped out that he came and asked that, which I could imagine I'd be the same way if some stranger knocked on my door asking if they could have my leaves. So he loaded up as many bags of leaves as he could fit in the pickup and brought them out here, and they're right back there. So Miley and I are going to spread some out over the beds, and I also want to add some more straw on top of that. The Ruth Stout method of gardening is very similar to the Back to Eden style of gardening and the lasagna gardening. But Ruth Stout recommends using hay, which is what I used this year because that's what we had the most of. For me, the biggest struggle with this type of gardening method is being able to find enough material to be able to mulch it thick enough to keep the weeds down. A lot of people like to use wood chips, but for us, wood chips isn't a good option because they're expensive and they're not easily found around this area. For me, I have to use options that are either free or really, really cheap.
Ew, there's wet spots in the leaves.
That'll be good, actually.
What?
So it'll help him go ahead and break down. Got the supervisors in here overseeing everything. Why don't you turn it upside down and grab the bottom of it? There you go. Good job.
Ah!
Let's start with this bed right here.
One that you can tip on easily.
Okay, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pull some of our old beans out and just leave them. Once we got the layer of leaves down, then I went ahead and added a layer of hay over the top. We got these 3 rows done, and now I'm going to add hay over the top of them and then probably call it a day in the garden. I still have a lot of cleanup yet to do. I want to get all the tomatoes out of here in the tomato cages. Then I want to get this cleaned up yet. And then once I do that, then I'll probably go ahead and finish laying down leaves and stuff another day. After doing the rows we did, we still have this many bags left. So Dylan really did hit the leaf jackpot the other night. Since I decided to mulch the garden, I'm having second thoughts about letting the chickens be in here because they are kind of working against me right now by spreading everything around where I don't want it to be. So I put Miley in charge of shooing them all out of here.
I just got turkeys out.